Hello, and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. All 125 of us are doing it, and nobody else is. To begin, let me tell you this is the most insane thing. So just a friendly reminder, everyone, that if you decide to leave your XRP on the stress test centralized exchanges, you should be aware that Binance has once again suspended XRP withdrawals. For starters, they aren't even decentralized. Thus, it is your responsibility, gentlemen, if anything goes wrong. Simply put, you are putting your faith in these organizations. The keys to your house are in their hands, dude, am I correct? Well, isn't that just the reason crypto was created? Hey, at least you can keep your own keys, okay? Rest assured, though. Know your customer steps will soon be implemented on the ledger. I assume that everything will be monitored, except for this particular elbow. Once more. I thought it was rejected here, too, guys? Apparently, I have no idea who is departing with this much. Binance, XRP is on. To the males, that is the most important thing. The second one. Not a debtor's curse. However, one of my ledgers is failing. Of course, I have no doubt about it. And hey, if you don't care about purchasing electric automobiles, then use whatever wallet you're comfortable with. Alright, everyone, we're ready to go. Why was 2025 actually confirmed? Just because the overall market cap of cryptocurrencies is expected to reach $49 trillion by the year 2025. Excuse me? Despite predictions of $49 trillion for the crypto markets as a whole, some continue to claim that $100 per XRP is unachievable. All things considered, long-term entry prices should be set to position oneself for the next crypto cycle and forthcoming bull markets. The remaining risk for all coins is relatively high, and according to the interest cycle dynamics of crypto, altcoins will actually outperform Bitcoin and Ethereum during bull markets, while they will typically decline during bear markets. This stage may be followed by an early bull run that is moderate and consistent, reaching a value of $5 trillion by the end of year 24. This must be the most bizarre thing that has ever happened this year, because it certainly is. When the $5 trillion is spent, XRP should easily capture a portion of that $10. Is this correct? Therefore, according to the characteristics of past cycles, Bitcoin and Ethereum will mostly benefit from this initial bull market rise, while the majority of coins will probably underperform. It seems unlikely to me, but I can't say for sure. But if Bitcoin goes up in value, it will affect all other coins as well, and nobody wants to miss out on the most popular meme currency if Bitcoin goes up in value. However, this is why I do not expect the market capitalization of CMC coins to initially expand at the same rate as Bitcoin and Ethereum. Oh, so what they're getting at is that Bitcoin and Ethereum will experience a massive price increase, followed by the rest of the cryptocurrencies, which could have a role in reaching the peak coin market cap of $15 trillion to $20 trillion. The entire trend line supports a $7.9 trillion value, and the top bound for a cycle 4 in late 25 is $49 trillion. This is not something you can make up, dude. Excuse me? I take it that this latter stage of the market presents an opportunity for nearly exponential growth. Holy cow. It's really ridiculous. Listen, if we look at that 49 trillion, how does this guy plan to navigate the cryptocurrency market next year? Outlook for the cryptocurrency market. I see. And it originates from this very spot. Are these papers? Is this a school report? Holy cow, I have no idea. Hear them out, dudes. Not I, suppose the sum is $49 trillion. So, $100 worth of XRP? Come and see us. So, what exactly is this? Ripple appears to have validated it, at least in theory. Why? The reason being that 97% of payouts were announced just a few hours ago via Twitter. Industry heavyweights predict that digital assets and blockchain will play a pivotal role in facilitating quicker payments in the coming 3 years. Learn how to speed up international payments for IT service providers in our most recent payments guide. Down here, folks, a lot of people are really irate, yet it says right here that the following 3 years. 626 units, by the year 2025 anyway. Let's keep reading since they do see the $49 trillion connection. Listen, I find this quite interesting. I thought everything was interrelated. Lightspeed is the pace at which things is happening. Just as before, this picture sums it all up. After all, this is the future of money. And it's a maneuver that takes literally seconds, not days, men. Consequently, it essentially became global. Analysts predict that by 2024, spending on IT services would have reached $1.5 trillion. As qualified individuals become harder to come by, businesses are seeking to grow internationally in order to access a more global workforce, yet many of these companies deal in international payments. As a result, a legacy payment system's slow, costly, and opaque transactions are relied upon for managing vendor payments and payroll over a global network. Final settlements at legacy institutions might take up to 5 days and cost up to $100 each transaction. People also claim that the typical show won't be interested in XRP. Am I correct? Or, put another way, if it's helping the impoverished, then what's the problem? Picture this, you sent money. Neither you nor I have encountered this problem, thus I can't say for sure. I mean, just think about mailing money to your loved ones, but alas, the price is just too steep, dudes. Even if you do, they will take a portion of it, and that doesn't even account for taxes. It's ridiculous, you guys. Insane and seasoned, or rates ranging from 4% to 6%. To rub salt in the wound, companies can't see where their payments stand and are forced to lock up vital funds and pre-funded accounts in order to facilitate liquidity. Next, we observe the simplification of payments to vendors. Like the dependable and inexpensive real-time cross-border payments offered by Ripple Payments, which are driven by blockchain technology, its service providers also offer the ability to pay vendors, suppliers, or employees in real time all across the globe. 365 days a year, in real time, the perpetual ledger. Plus, service providers can reinvest their imprisoned wealth into other sectors of business since Ripple payments aren't needed before funding it. I see. In the end, it's like a flywheel effect, you guys. Because they are unable to do anything with their imprisoned capital, the situation is spiraling out of control, like a snowball. Now, for simple payment settlements. Traditional payment networks are notoriously slow, and any company that has wired money internationally knows all too well the several days of processing time involved. Additionally, there will be an approximately 25% drop in global corresponding banking ties between 2011 and 2020. Transactions are now more time-consuming and expensive than before due to the lengthened payment chains. Right, Ripple Payments flip this dynamic on its head by directing company funds across numerous banks. Oh no, ha. Hurry up, everyone. This small error is really loved. Why? Because you need to flip it. Companies may respond to urgent demands, potentially gain discounts from vendors or suppliers, and balance payments more rapidly via faster payments, which settle in 3 to 5 seconds. It's like the pyramid effect. Third, lessen expenditures while enhancing openness. To handle their cross-border payment systems, most companies nowadays rely on labor-intensive manual procedures. This is difficult and may lead to insecure data because of the complicated nature of foreign currency transactions and long cash flows. Additionally, the client experience is negatively impacted. No, and it may cause payments to be unsuccessful. With the added transparency that Ripple Payments provide, all international transactions may be priced up front with accurate foreign exchange quotations, even when the expenses are higher. We're dealing with the poor now, not the damn rich, so there's a lot of openness and, of course, lower prices for the average person. In an effort to help everyone, I'd like to single out Dave and mention that we can bypass the restrictions imposed by our antiquated legacy payment processors by making use of Ripple Payments. These companies may take advantage of Ripple's worldwide workforce, diversify their supply chain, offer payouts in local currencies, expand into new areas, have access to more software and licenses, and compete more effectively with other providers. I see. It appears that, at the very least in terms of payments, businesses are impacted by ripples. I mean, they're not only going after the tech sector, aren't they? That may or may not be known to you. But we merely broached the subject. The XRP ledger is cited in the decoding of CBDC papers as a key component of CBDC's decoding technology. CBD oil guys, who is making all this stuff up? They are the only ones who can decipher the meaning of their name, nobody else can. As far as I'm aware, rattles and riddles only have one decoder. Cannabidiol, however, everything from planning to execution is covered in detail in this practical guide on AC/DC design and implementation. Central banks can manage their CBDC with Ripple CDC private ledger, however no one else has mentioned this. Interoperability with top prepayment systems, overlay services, and ACBC solutions created on a private ledger based on XRP ledger technology are all part of life cycle that offers these benefits. You guessed it, XRP, Stellar, Ripple, and a few other coins will be part of the forthcoming XRP ledger. You can see the distinctions between each of them right here. Alright, Ripple Crew, Bhutan, Palau, and the correct, notable alliances. They still haven't salvaged how many partnerships behind the hood has? Citibank, one of the biggest liquidity providers in the world, doesn't care about your immune currency. It's likely that they're thinking that way right now. Why? Due to their desire for XRP liquidity checks for cross-border transfers, cash and depicted city token services. At the now, it's just Singapore and ourselves, but we hope to add 3 or 5 more in the near future so that tokenized deposits can be moved throughout cities and corridors. Although our internal token is fantastic, our clients would rather have a cross-bank cross than a city token or another bank token. She is not wanted by their own banks, that's right. How does that impact you? Determine the liquidity of your order. What they really need is an unbiased bridge and an unbiased currency. Now that we have the platform architecture in-house, it is critical that we collaborate with other businesses, such as the Regulated Liability Network, to figure out how to tackle these challenging issues facing the sector as a whole. Furthermore, many unanswered questions persist. The positive aspect of Arlen's aspiration to be an FMI is that it's not straightforward, since I'm not sure who else is saying it, but we've stated from the start that XRP's real purpose is not international payments, but rather a derivatives market, so it settles 24/7 with Bitcoin. While all the Bitcoin is sitting in BlackRock's cold storage, XRP will settle ETFs through DTCC Digital Assets. Ripple is also joining ICA, which may be a cover for something else, considering the $1.2 quadrillion derivatives market. Finally, we have the collaborations, because Robo's relationship with the QNV Group links the MENA area to the Philippines. As we can witness firsthand, this relationship is boosting Robo's influence inside the BRICS governments. Looking at the companies they're in talks with, I can think of one other crypto company doing the same thing as Ripple, maybe Coinbase, but I'm talking about the one with a damn coin, and QB Group, our biggest partner in Meta with China Bank and the Philippines, is bringing Ripple Net's customer experience to Filipinos in Qatar, who are supporting Qatar as its hosts of the 2022 FIFA World Cup. Things are about to go haywire, so if you're a furniture seller who doesn't know much about your options, you should probably stock up. Finishes are never, ever applied to furniture. I know this seems ridiculous, but this car was constantly missing. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you later, bye.